Would you not just put a Q?
What is it? Just a Q?
Yeah, just a Q.
I don't know.
Because that would make more sense, right?
It would do if you were that way. If you thought that way. Welcome back, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Mate, if you want to write Q and you just put Q, then that make more sense. If I read it and I go Q, and I'm like, that can mean, does it mean Q or Q?
I think...
Or CUE for like a snooker cue, but that would also give you a different...
Yeah, no, see, I don't really do that text talk, text spelling, like...
Neither do I, but yeah. I like to spell the whole thing out.
Yeah. And I have told my daughter before, listen, I didn't send you to private school to send me crap like that. You put the full words on there. Don't want to later, L8R, is it?
Again, how much time does that save? It's gone from 1 to 2. It's not a lot of stuff. If it was just Q, or if it was like, I could understand it was like, and you got really good at it. But a lot of them are like, doesn't save you much time at all.
No, it doesn't, like mate, M8.
Yeah.
MATE. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, like, you have to go, before on keypads, for instance, you have to press the cursor and then press or whatever have you.
To go to that,
to that character. But man, it's a load of bullshit, mate.
Plus, that got invented from when we were young, as in, it's 12p a text, and I've only got £5 credit, and if I go over so many characters, it's going to cost me 2 texts. I haven't fucking got money for that. So I'm going to send it in these text talk to make it shorter, so everyone knows what I'm talking about. And then now, you've got smartphones, I can do diction, I can type out like a proper keyboard, but yet we're still using this speak. We don't need to do this shit. And I've got animation, I can just press a smiley face or do whatever. That I don't need to do this shit. And I know what it means, but for some reason, it's weird. It's weird, like...
the text thing, now it's free. You get all,
but so why would you speak that way?
Exactly.
You've got the characters, so it's free, so I can use as many words as I want, or letters.
And there's other... WhatsApp. You could just continuously write. You're not limited.
No, that's what I'm saying. So there's no need ever to cut it short.
But these are the things that dumb our children down. This is what is dumbing down society. The way... look, it's like I heard this woman today, when kids go to school, the main purpose at school is to educate them and get them ready for society so they are better human beings. The things that we bring into schools nowadays are not for children. You're not allowing children to be children. You're bringing adult conversation to children. It's confusing children. These so-called illnesses that they have is a social infection. Everyone is like suffering from this, jumping on the bandwagon for that. Me, I was suffering from anxiety and depression. And I knew what was causing it. Once I gathered the balls to write a resignation letter from that job, mate, I'm good to go.
The weight lifts your mind, and it's just like
free.
Yeah,
free,
yeah.
Because I don't have to be in an environment that goes against my ethics, my ethos, my principles and morals. Because of what I'm seeing here is not beneficial to who we're supposed to be serving. This is only making them worse, confusing them, and it's not right.
No. And you feel...
And I've done it for 3 years, but it never... It was all right for a couple of years. And then it declined. It declined, like the support was OTT, and these kids knew it. These kids, some of them were in dire need of certain psychological help, but not all of them. Not all of them at all. They knew what they were doing. They knew that they'll blatantly say, well, I'm autistic or whatever, and try and get away with it. And get away with it. And when I tried to lay down the law, which worked, by the way, you know, because I was being real with them.
Yeah.
I was being honest with them, and I was being real with them, and they gave me respect, mate, and they loved me as I love them, you know, and I miss them dearly. But when you're not there to keep on top of it all, right? When I went back after a few months from my being off, their attitudes all changed because it's all bullshit. You know, no one's pulling them up. There's supposed to be a policy of there's a like not punishment. There's you know, consequences to your actions.
Yeah, should be.
Yeah?
Should be, yeah.
And I'm like, what consequences? I've not seen anybody do anything. It's always me. Always me that I have to pop up.
And they know that.
Yeah.
That's like, well, if Judge is not about,
yeah.
then
when the when the cat's away,
the mice come out to play. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's no structure. There is no this. You know, they stand there kicking in a wall. I will take them there, and I will make them repair that wall with me. You know.
Look what goes into this. Look what you're doing. Like maybe you might think twice about doing this because
they're not stupid.
Yeah,
but
they are being treated like there's no brain going on. It's like, oh well, you're like that, so you can't contemplate anything. It's like no, you're making it work. Like you're saying, you're making it worse. Saying, well, you can't comprehend, so anything you do. Yeah, mate. Yeah. It's different. They think differently. Doesn't mean they don't think and they don't have any intelligence at all.
You know, they disassociate and they're this and they're that. I'm like, fair enough. If they've got the psychological problems and they disassociate, that's fine. And some of them, you know, and you see that. But the others, you see, they jump on the bandwagon and try and get away with it and cry the same shit.
Yeah.
You know, and these idiots believe it.
Yeah, and they must know the difference between yes and no, right?
Right and wrong. They do.
These are simple things. This is not abstract things like, oh, well, you wouldn't do this because of this, blah, 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 blah. It's don't do this, or you can do this. It's like a yes and a no. It's like these are simple instructions.
Exactly.
And it sometimes gets elaborated into, oh, no, they don't know why they should. They don't need to know why. They need to know you can't do that. Why? Because I'll tell them off, or they'll have to do this. And eventually, stuff like that sinks in. But
Martin, I was just like, some of those children, man, mate, there was some of them, they were trying to teach them maths, right? Or math, wherever the...
No, it's not math, it's maths, because it's the study of mathematics.
Thank you.
We're not fucking American. I don't know why they do that. I fucking hate that.
I don't know.
It pissed me off because everyone... Because YouTube is so American. Like I'm saying, there's 50 states. American fucking floods YouTube.
Yeah. It's
my
maths.
niece... Well, she hasn't said it yet, but if she says, oh, I'm going to do math, I'll be like, you fucking doing maths, what?
Yeah.
I've not heard that F word. You won't hear it again, but as long as you don't say math.
Well, this is what I'm saying. It's just that you looked at me funny when I said maths. And
no, maths was fine. No, you were like, I'm going to say maths, but it sounds weird to me because everyone says math.
No, it's like maths.
I'm not doing one sum. It's not just 2 + 2, is it?
Yeah.
There's other sums, right? Yeah. So I'm doing maths.
So it's plural.
Mathematics.
Yeah.
I'm doing division. I'm doing multiplication. I'm doing Pythagoras. I'm doing a whole fucking group of
maths.
Yeah.
Mathematics.
Yes. The study of mathematics is more than just one thing to study.
Yeah. So this is what
fucking don't get you nearly get us down this road, mate. Don't fucking start this shit. It's too late in the day for this bullshit.
No, so I'm like, this teacher was trying to teach one of the kids the relation to a meter, right? So a meter, how many centimeters in a meter? Wow. How many millimeters in a centimeter, and so on, that kind of thing.
Right, okay.
Right. And I was just doing some work, and this lad, you know, is like like one of the go-to guys, you know, what they call the trusted adult. I'm barely an adult, and you know, so I'll get on like a house on fire. There was a few of them that were, you know, cool with me, you know, that because they were the first kids that came in, and the bonds that we made is brilliant. So And let's talk to Mr. Me. How we measure and how do we get to exit? And she was showing him, and apparently she was showing him all morning, right? I'm like, all right, son, you trying to figure out a meter? Come here. I pulled my tape rule out.
Yeah.
I said, see that? That's 1 meter, right? And in this meter, there's 100 centimeters. Yeah? So you see that little bit there that says 1 to 10? That's a centimeter. And you know why it says 1 to 10? Because inside that 1 to 10, there's 10 millimeters.
Yeah.
So if a meter is 100 centimeters, and then 100 times 10, that'll give you 1,000 millimeters. So if we wanted 1.5 meters, what is that? Mate, the kid, he got it. He got it.
Huh?
And I'm like, the teacher's looked at me and gone, I've been trying all morning. 5 minutes with me, sorted. Because I'm basic, man. And with children, because I'm dyslexic and the way I learned at school and I didn't understand, I know how to be as basic as possible, to show what I'm trying to explain to the child. And, mate, I was a benefit to them kids' life, all those kids' lives. And I just wanted them to get prepared for life, because all this sensitivity bullshit is not preparing them for life. Life is cruel. Life is wicked. People tease. Also, there are rules in society. Don't think you can do what you can do here, go around kicking doors and there's no consequences. When you get out there, you're getting arrested, you're getting the sack. There's negativities that are going to come. There's heavy consequences. Yeah. And you're not showing these kids that here. And that was upsetting me, because they're not getting them ready, mate. And yeah, I like I said, it was going against my ethics, my principles, my morals.
Was that the point of that school, was to get them ready to be their own, in their own, like
they were showing them life skills. So
for them to go and make their own lives,
yeah,
or always be sheltered and
no, because like they were able, they weren't that heavy.
Yeah,
I mean, like they had some of them had behavioral problems. Some had this gender dysphoria kind of thing, not knowing what they are, finding their way, sex, and these things should not be in school. Do you know what I'm saying? Boys saying they're girls, girls saying they're boys. They shouldn't be in school. These should be left in adult life.
Yeah.
Like, you shelter kids from adult shit, because kids, their brain is not developed enough for it to comprehend what we're doing, what we're saying. Wait till the mid-20s and barely the brain is being developed. So you're bringing all this adult shit to their front door and expect them to handle it like an adult when they're kids. Yeah. And this is a biological thing where their minds are not developed to handle or understand adult conversation, adult life, the crazy world that is out there. And you're bringing it. Why do you think they're being confused?
It's like letting them. Oh, there's a reason why porn's over 18, and even that's quite young.
Horror films, movies.
Yeah, there's an age restriction, because this stuff, if you introduce it, they might think it's the norm. This is how things. They can't comprehend that. Oh, wait a minute, these are two random people, and they're both getting paid to act this way with regard to being in a movie or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
They take it on that.
This is normal. Yeah. This is what people do, right? And you're like, no. This is like make believe.
But this is like not fiction. Just in the special needs schools. These are in mainstream schools. What you're talking about, because a lot of girls think nothing of giving a hand job or a blow job because it's expected and stuff, because of the shit that they see.
Yeah.
Martin, we're coming to the end of this one here, brother. ladies and gentlemen,